Tonight on NewsCenter, K-Run held their annual storytelling festival. Watch the girls' soccer team defeat Purdue. The career fair had a huge success. And students gathered in Button Auditorium to learn new painting skills. All of this and more tonight on NewsCenter.
Good evening and welcome to NewsCenter. I'm Eden Jordan.
And I'm Stephen Banks.
Here's making headlines for October 3rd, 2019.
This Activities Board hosted the Joy of Painting event here in Button Auditorium. Megan Jones was there.
I am here outside of Button Auditorium at Morehead State University's campus. Button Auditorium is hosting a Joy of Painting event. The Joy of Painting event is sponsored by CAB, which is the Campus Activities Board for Morehead State University. This event will feature a variety of different painting styles from different artists, from watercolor paintings to acrylic paintings to hand-drawn sketches.
My name is Andrew Sexton. I'm the weekend coordinator with Campus Activities Board. And so part of that means hosting fun and creative events on the weekends so that students that do stay home will be able to have an opportunity to have some fun and possibly even keep them from going home on the weekends, because as it's been said many times before, Morehead's kind of a suitcase campus, so people will tend to go home on the weekends, but hopefully they'll be able to have a fun opportunity to have fun today.
Is this the first annual Joy of Painting event that Morehead has had?
Of this type, yes. Last year, the previous weekend coordinator, she hired someone from the Art Center in town, and painting along with the Bob Ross video, that is new and hasn't been done before. Reporting
for NewsCenter, I'm Megan Jones.
As of September 30th, more voters are showing interest of Trump's impeachment inquiry. A Morning Consult poll discovered that 46 registered voters think Congress should proceed the impeachment inquiry. 43% of people imposted and 11% do not have an opinion. Morning Consultant Vice President Tyler Sinclair says support for impeachment proceedings remain high amongst voters, but Democrats could face limited support from Republicans through the process. Nearly a quarter of voters say that President Trump could do nothing that would make them want to remove him out of office.
In Wortler, Kentucky, a barn fire killed thousands of birds last Saturday night at the Bonzo farm. Raceland police say there were 3,000 quails, 100 chickens, and 1,000 chuckers killed in the fire. Kayla Wilburn, a neighbor who lives close by to the scene, says she could feel the heat from the fire from her home, and the flames were about 80 feet in the air. The Bonzo farm was considered a symbol in the community. Investigators are still determining the cause of the fire.
Many stories were told at Cave Run Lake at the Twin Knobs campground. Stephen Banks was at the event.
Miles, getting faster and faster and louder and louder.
This past Friday marked the 21st annual Cave Run Storytelling Festival. Many local residents, schools, and even tourists got to sit back and enjoy the stories. Storytelling director Beth Arnold says this event is an entertaining experience for the community.
Our purpose is to bring nationally known storytellers to our community and expose the community as well as the school children who attend to different cultures, stories that take you to different times and places. So the purpose is really just to bring a new experience to the area, and we've been doing that for 21 years, and it's been a great success, and so that's what we hope to continue to do.
From blooming onions to smoked pork barbecue, there were several concessions people can choose from. Picnic tables were set up under tents so people can enjoy the food in the nice, comfortable shade. Storytelling participant Kathleen Conrad says that the beautiful lake view and funny stories made her experience amazing.
Oh my goodness, just the actions and the movements and the stories just in general, everything was just hilarious.
Conrad says she will continue to come to the festival yearly and that she loves the view of the Cave Run Lake.
The scenery is absolutely beautiful. It's the most picturesque thing. The weather is amazing. That's why fall is top notch. The stories and everything, it's just been absolutely amazing.
For NewsCenter, I'm Stephen Banks.
Now let's check in with Alyssa Williams for a preview of this week's weather update. What do you got for us, Alyssa?
All right, so I'm so excited to announce that the moment we've all been waiting for is here. Fall weather will be coming to us next week.
Awesome.
So we're expecting a little bit of rain coming our way, which that's okay. I'll take rain as long as it comes with the fall weather, sweater weather. I'm so excited to break out fuzzy socks, hot cocoa, and just get in the spooky season spirit.
Yes.
Yeah, this week's been really hot.
Yeah, exactly. We've had temperatures in the 90s, the low 90s, but the 90s nonetheless. So especially for next week, it's going to drop in the 60s and 70s. So a significant drop, but I'm ready to take on fall weather.
Oh, yeah.
I got to wear my new hoodie then.
Exactly. You get to break out all of the fall gear. But thanks so much for having me.
Thanks, Alyssa. When we get back, we have an interview with Sigma Alpha Epsilon President Larry Whalen and Delta Gamma President Hannah Lane.
Come check out Morehead State Public Radio, conveniently located in Breckenridge Hall. Here at MSPR, students can work in a real newsroom environment and learn real-world skills that will help them in the work world. Students at MSPR can gain actual on-air broadcast experience. Some students even have the opportunity to produce their own programs. MSPR also provides community programming providing local news, sports, weather, and current events. Check out MSPR, where opportunities soar.
Welcome back. I'm here with Larry Whalen and Hannah Lane. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
So, can you both tell me which Greek organizations you're affiliated with?
I'm with Sigma Alpha Epsilon.
And I'm with Delta Gamma.
So, starting with Hannah, what made you want to join Greek life?
So, I'm from Pikeville, Kentucky, and if you all know anything about Morehead, there's a lot of people from Pikeville, Kentucky that come here, but not my specific high school. So I only had 2 other people in my graduating class that came here. So naturally, I didn't know a lot of people, and I thought this was the best way for me to get to meet girls that were maybe had the same interest and values as I did. So that's why I originally joined Greek life, but I got a lot more out of it than I would have thought.
What about you, Mr. Whalen?
I'm from here in Morehead. Both my parents were Greek. My father was also an SAE, and my mother was a Delta Gamma. So they were both still pretty active in the chapter as I was growing up. So I was always kind of around it. I knew it was something I wanted to do, especially with their stories and all the stuff that they told and all the things I got out of it. So just something I definitely wanted to join. I'm very glad that I did.
That's wonderful. So, speaking of the things you can get out of joining these organizations, what exactly events really got you into Greek life? And what makes you appreciate your organization?
We do a lot with like Cram the Cruiser, which I think is really cool. So it's with Helping Hands. We do a lot with Helping Hands as well. So that's right here in the community, which is in my community because I'm from here in Morehead, like I said. So it's really nice to be able to do something to help my own community.
Mm-hmm. So while we also like to help in the community, it's a little bit more difficult for our philanthropy because we are service for sight. So with that is we help the visually impaired and blind people as well. but there's only such a small population in Moorhead, so we actually have to do things that maybe we don't get to see firsthand. So that includes raising a lot of awareness and money and donating to other areas that need it while also helping our town too. But sometimes we don't always get to see our help firsthand, so it's kind of a thing of just knowing that you're doing good even if you don't get to see it right in front of your eyes.
What's some advice you'd give to students who are interested in going Greek?
Definitely do it. If you have any interest in it, it's definitely the best decision you'll make. You'll have lifelong friends. You'll always have something to do. Like if it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon and you want to go eat somewhere, you can shoot in the group message, hey, you want to go eat? In 5 minutes, you'll have 4 or 5 people to respond.
Yeah.
You'll have someone to go eat with. So you always have someone to hang out with, someone always to do, which is very, very important to do here in Moorhead.
I agree. I think especially too from a girl's perspective, like we always feel like we have to have somebody to kind of go somewhere with, or especially when you are younger, it's a little bit more nerve-wracking not knowing a lot of people. So when you have somebody to say, hey, you want to go to ADUC and sit with me while we have lunch, you know, or do you just want to go to Kroger with me, it's a little bit easier when you have a group of friends that you can choose from.
That's so wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with your weather update.
Hey, new MSU student. Where are you off to in such a hurry?
I gotta head back to my dorm to make lunch before my next class.
Well, what if I told you there's a place that serves Starbucks, Chick-fil-A, Jump Asian Express, and the kitchen, and so much more?
Well, jeepers, mister, that sure would be swell, but where would a place like that be?
Welcome to 3rd Street Eats. It's open Monday through Thursdays, 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m., and on Fridays, they're open only till 4 p.m.
Mister, how am I supposed to pay for this food when I don't have any cash on me?
You can use Beaker Bucks, Flex, or your meal plan.
I'd like to use a meal, please. Thanks for showing me around 3rd Street, mister. This place is swell.
You're welcome, but oh wait. There you go. Now you're ready to take on the rest of your week. Go Eagles!
Are you interested in becoming a service dog sitter or handler? 4 Paws for Ability at MSU allows members to get involved with the Service Dog Association. During your membership, you could help future service dogs get used to a public setting and get accustomed to staying on the clock in a home environment. For more information, follow MSU 4 Paws or email msusda@outlook.com.
Good evening, Moorhead. I'm Melissa Williams, and here's your forecast for October 3rd, 2019. So today in Moorhead, current conditions show that it's pretty warm outside and very dry. So it's 92 degrees outside. Humidity is a little higher than average with 58%. And then we've got low winds today of 5 miles per hour. So the temperature map for the state shows that in the eastern part of the state, we've got 90 degrees primarily throughout like Moorhead, Ashland, Lexington, London, all of those places. But all the way over to the west in Paducah, it's as low as 87 degrees, which of course isn't a low temperature, but compared to the averages throughout the state, pretty low compared to those others. So tonight's forecast shows that we've got few clouds underway, a low temperature of 67 degrees, a low chance of rain, of course, with 5%, and then the sunset is scheduled to take place tonight at 7:14 p.m. Tomorrow's forecast, we've got another sunny day, but it's going to be partly cloudy tomorrow. We've got a high temperature of 74 degrees, so a significant drop from today. The sunrise will take place tomorrow at 7:32 a.m. So Moorhead's 7-day forecast For today, of course, it's 92 degrees outside, clear skies, no chance of rain. And then tonight, it's going to touch base with 50 degrees outside. For tomorrow, it's going to drop again, 74 degrees. It's going to feel like fall outside, so get prepared for that. We've got low temperatures of 49 degrees towards tomorrow evening. So this weekend, it's going to maintain within the 70s. It's going to be 79 degrees starting Saturday. It's going to be a windier day than usual, though, with low temperatures of 59 degrees heading into that evening. So for Sunday, again, it's going to drop even lower to 68 degrees. We're going to have some rain, though. There's a 70% chance of that with low temperatures of 49 degrees that evening. So for Monday, we're expecting rain again, except a lower percent chance, 50%. It's going to be 62 degrees outside with a low of 42 that night. So for Tuesday, we're maintaining 60 degrees next week. It's going to be 66 degrees outside. Cooler temperatures, of course, a 20% chance of rain, so lower than the few days before that. And then the low for that evening will be 44 degrees outside. For Wednesday, it's going to get a little warmer outside with 70 degrees. But overall, it's going to be a nice, bright, sunny day. So we want to give a quick shout out to WKYT for the beautiful weather maps, and then we're going to toss it over to Harvey for sports.
Season at the JT Poston Invitational. The team had a 54-hole today and finished top 5 overall. Head coach Matthew Martin says it was a great week for the team, and they played high-level golf for the most of the event. Junior Joe Musking led the team through the second and third rounds, picking up his third top 15 finish of the season. Morehead State men's golf will return October 14th and 15th, all the Ellen Phoenix Invitation. Fisherman Kayla Landon and sophomore Nicole Palmer earned Ohio Valley Conference weekly honors. Landman was named goalkeeper of the week and Palmer as a defensive player of the week. For Landman is recognition from the league after notching back-to-back clean sheets in the Eagles' 1-0 victory over Belmont on Friday in their 2-0 win against Purdue Fort Wayne. Palmer earns the honor for not only helping the Morehead State defense pitch back-to-back clean sheets, but also because of her clutch match-winning goal with 3 seconds remaining against Belmont. Landman and Palmer returned Friday as MSU hosts Murray State. This past Saturday, the University of Kentucky took its third loss this season to the University of South Carolina, with the score being 24-7. Wildcats fans are talking social media saying that this is the worst start to college football. New head coach Mark Stoops said, "I don't want to see any finger pointing. There is no time to feel sorry for ourselves." Arkansas is next up for the Wildcats next Saturday, October 10th at 7:30 p.m. The MSU women's soccer team took on non-conference foe Purdue Fort Wayne this past weekend. Can you The Morehead State Eagles soccer team extended their win streak to 3 matches with a 2-0 victory over Purdue Fort Wayne on Sunday afternoon. Sophomore midfielder Haley Nelson opened up the scoring for MSU as she scored her first goal in the 27th minute. Flash forward to the 89th minute, a breakaway run lead to an open goal for Caitlin Brundy. This win improves the Eagles to 4-6. Coach Warren Lipka says, "After a really emotional win Friday, we found a way to grind it out, and I am proud of our team for the way they competed today." The next game, the Eagles will host Ohio Valley Conference leaders Murray State. The Racers currently lead the conference. MSU is ranked 3rd. They are scheduled to kick off on Friday at 6:00 p.m.
Score, Purdue Fort Wayne 0, Morehead State 1. Double that. Keep on going, team. right down on the beautiful logo field.
For NewsCenter, I'm Harvey Rice. Stay tuned for more news after the break.
Dang it. Got it. I know what to do. Yes.
Rockcastle County inmate John McClure escaped from the county jail on Sunday night. McClure allegedly climbed a wall in the jail's recreation center and got through a chain-link canopy. The suspect was captured in a wooded area on Monday morning. He's being charged with escape, burglary, and theft charges. Authorities believe that the suspect had help escaping from 2 additional inmates. The jail's recreation area will not be used until the police repair and finish solving the case.
MSU Career Service held their Career Service Fair this week. Many students turn out for the event to get help on their resume and things they need to prepare for the jobs. Sarah Fashipe was there.
Megan Boone, I'm the director of the Office of Career Services here, and we're excited to hold our career and internship fair. It's really a chance for students to connect with employers and graduate programs for full-time jobs, part-time jobs, internships, and really to get some insider tips for graduate school. Our office helps students choose a major, figure out what they want to do with the major, and so one of the services that we offer is connecting students with employers and graduate programs. And I think the Career and Internship Fair is a unique opportunity for students to get a chance to have a conversation with a recruiter, to look them in the eye, shake their hand, and get to know them a little bit. So
my name is Deborah Winston. I am a junior here at Morehead State University, and my major is Strategic Communications. Career Services has benefited me in a lot of ways. First off, it has helped me critique my resume and have it ready for an interview, and also it has made me know how to dress professionally when going to interview. I feel like Career Service is really important for students because it's going to help them when they get out of college, and it's going to help them throughout college be prepared for the outside world.
For NewsCenter, I'm Sarah Fashipe.
Morehead native Homer L. Davis was recognized by the U.S. Army for his service during World War II. Davis served in the 32nd Armored Regiment in Cologne, Germany. Davis passed away in 2004, so his family was presented with the Bronze Star last Wednesday during a service at the World War II Memorial on National Hall. U.S. Representative Harold Rogers spoke of Davis during the service, stating that the Army rightfully expressed the gratitude of our nation for his determination and success. Davis worked as an electrician for Morehead State until his passing and held a reputation as a quiet, unsung hero. He will also receive a Purple Heart as well as an Army Good Conduct Medal.
A high school student in Lincoln County is charged with first-degree sexual abuse after inappropriately grabbing a 13-year-old girl while on the school bus. Officer says the bus had just left Houstonville Elementary School while Matthew Boswell started harassing one of the female bus drivers. The bus driver noticed what was going on and was quick to cooperate with the local police department. The bus cameras helped in charging Boswell as they captured footage of his misconduct. The school district notified all parents of the children who were on the bus route, and the situation was properly taken care of.
Authorities were called to the University of Kentucky's campus after a student was found dead in their dorm room. The Kentucky Colonel, which is UK's student newspaper, reported the student was found dead on the north side of campus. UK spokesman Jay Blanton confirmed this in a statement following a police investigation. Blanton says UK and officials are continuing to investigate the situation, and there is no evidence of foul play at this time. The student's identity has yet to be released. This story will continue to be monitored and updated. There will be more news after the break.
Tired of playing video games by yourself?
King me.
Don't have any friends to play board games with? Or any friends at all? Then come join the Morehead State gaming community every Tuesday night at 7 to enjoy board games, video games, and more. Hosted on the second floor of the Camden Carroll Library.
It never gets old, huh?
Nope.
Kind of makes you wanna.
Breaking a song?
Yeah? I love the sunset.
I love Eagle Lake.
I love the forest.
I love when Eagles play.
I love the campus.
And all its sights and sounds.
Boom-de-yada, boom-de-yada.
Boom-de-yada, boom-de-yada.
I love philosophy.
I love diversity. I love English.
And all its weird words.
I love the music.
And all its melodies.
Boom-de-yada, boom-de-yada.
Boom-de-yada, boom-de-yada.
I love fraternities.
I love sororities.
I love to draw things. And all the athletes. I love Morehead.
It's such a pretty place.
Boom-de-yada, 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 boom-de-yada.
A local coffee shop and bookstore in Morehead, Kentucky is celebrating its 25th year of business this month. The Fuzzy Duck Coffee Shop is owned by Dan and Marge Thomas, who have seen great success in their business. Dan Thomas says when Bookhaven moved downtown, there was a space left over, and so the dream became real. To celebrate 25 years, the shop will be printing out stickers and having a 25th anniversary sign-in book for old employees to be remembered. More activities and promotions will be announced on social media. Dan and Marge invite everyone to join them in celebrating and looking toward many more successful years of serving quality coffee to the community.
MSU alumnus Robert Eskridge will perform a fundraising concert at Buffalo Wild Wings in the parking lot on Friday, October 19th. Eskridge says this is an opportunity to give back to Morehead State University. According to Morehead News, Eskridge was a member of the first national championship cheerleading team at MSU. Eskridge also says the program, along with the coach, really shaped his life and prepared him for an amazing future. This event is a part of the homecoming activities at MSU. Tickets are $5 for students and $10 for general admission.
Last week, a video surfaced of a student on campus causing a scene by insulting other students, directed mainly towards females. A few members of the Morehead State Saxophone Studio took matters into their own hands and performed the songs Careless Whisper and the MSU Fight Song in response to the insults. According to the person who posted the video, Nathan Mensink, the dean and the president made a comment about the group of saxophone players that intervened in the situation. It is still unclear what the dean and president's response was. That's all the news we have for you this week.
Join us next week for your weekly news.
Thank you.